there. So, good evening, welcome to another show. My name is John. I'm going to do another video. So, I'm just going to do my intro, and there we go. So there you go. Good evening. Welcome back to another show. I'm John, and that's my intro. And I got it done by last called Georgina on my Twitter. Thanks so much for that. And yes, fantastic. So if you like any of my videos, can you please like and subscribe to my video, and please also leave your comments and sections down below. Tonight I'm going to do questions and answers. So if you've got any questions regarding Newcastle United or any question for that matter, can you please leave your comment sections down below. I'll look at your questions, and then hopefully I'll give you the answer the best of my ability. So it's been quite quiet this week on Newcastle front, to be honest with you, because you haven't got a game until Monday against Chelsea, and that's going to be very, very difficult for us. And can we win that game? Probably not, but you just never know. I've got Claire here. Good evening, John. Love the intro. Thank you very much indeed, Claire. And just a shame you can't come on the day, because I would have loved to come and chat. But at the end of the day, you're quite busy last, and good win for you last night. So please, your team, and then hopefully next Sunday, we hope you get a win off you, which I very much doubt anyway. Now I've got Thomas. Even John Grashes on your phone to subs, mate, my friend. Thank you very much indeed. And Thomas said again, I deserve way more. You know what it is, Thomas, yeah? It's all about patience. And my guy, Paul, said it's all about patience, and it will come. The more contents I do, the chances I'll get. But it does take time. So I have to do loads more content. So it is for what it is. And I've got some more shows to do. I'm going to do a match preview hopefully tomorrow. And on Friday, I'm going to do press conference reaction with the lovely Holly Blades at 7 o'clock. So please keep your eyes peeled for that. And Jay, welcome to the chat, my guy. Keep up the good work, John. Thank you very much indeed, Jay. And Claire again, thanks so much, John. We must win. You're doing great with subscribers. I'm proud of you. Thanks so much, Miss Williams. I'm pretty glad of that. If you do go on Twitter, please follow Claire. She's the Queen of Stratford. She's a huge Manchester United supporter. And I got Chipass as well. Good evening to you, my friend. Where's Joe? Well, the last I looked at Joe Linton, yeah, I think he's born on a plane heading back to Rio. So you can go back to the Copacabana beach. So you top it his tan, because at the minute he looks a bit pale and he's not used to the cold weather, man. So, at the end of the day, he could be getting his haircut there. He could be practicing his skills there, holding his kicking skills, heading skills, because at the minute, for me, he's not a footballer at all whatsoever. So if you've got any questions you can ask us regarding Newcastle United about this season so far, who's been the player of the season, who's favourite match, who's been your favourite player, etc. Ask some questions, and I'll answer the best I can. And Chip has said, live butchers. Yeah, the problem is, was it 6 minutes past 8? And it's shut already at the minute. So I'd definitely be open now, let's be real about it. But at the end of the day, the people who works in the butchers in Blythe, I tell you what, they got a good team there, and I just don't really need Joe Linton. So there you go. And Thomas in the chat, John, where's the book? There's a book about Joe Linton. I think you may have to go to W. Smith. So what's the book of that bookshop name? Someone's going to tell us that. But I tell you something. In about 20-year time, I'll probably be his author, sort of thing, just asking some questions on that. As time in Newcastle, by But by the time I mean 70 flipping one then, so probably a bit too old for that. But thanks for that, Thomas. Claire, who's the most underrated player in the current squad? Oh, for me, I think Amiron's fantastic. ASM is class, but for me at the minute, there's a few there. I think Kieran Clark is underrated for me because he defends well. I think he's a quality player, Claire, and really does play. He's 110%. For me, Isaac Hidden. Nothing mentioned about this guy. I think this guy is absolutely amazing. He's a midfielder, but he can also play at centre back. And when he plays at centre back, he never lets it stoon. This guy had another great game on Saturday. And for me, his real position's in midfield where he can break up the play. Why on earth England don't come calling for him, I have no idea. But that's because he plays in Newcastle. And Gareth Southgate, remember this, doesn't pick any players from Newcastle because he doesn't like them. He only picks the players that plays in the top four. He may pick Patrick Bamford. Who knows? And Wayne, good evening to you, my friend. Good evening, John. Hope we are good. Yeah, it's been a good week for us, Wayne, to be honest. I haven't done my streams for a couple of days because I've had a couple of days off away. Get this video sorted, and it comes out a treat. And if you haven't watched me video intro, I have to say to Georgina, thank you very much indeed, and also a partner, Andy Heslop as well, my guy in the building. And I hope you can see me chat, and you might even be listening from Italy now. So yeah. It's all good and good. I've got 400 subscribers now, and I'm so made up. And I've got Cam Hartman, welcome to the chat, my friend. Hi, mate. How do you feel about Fabian Schär being off injured for several months? Do you know what it is, Cam? I'm so gutted that Fabian is off out to the end of the season. I'm so gutted because the last couple of games, he's been playing really well. I must admit, he's been playing really well. The guy's class. And for me, I just hope he can make a speedy recovery, and I hope he gets a new deal on his contract and give him a new couple of years deal because I think this guy is absolutely amazing. Under Rafa, great, but I think Stupas has ruined him. But for me, I'm so gutted for the guy because he's been playing really well. But I hope he comes back very, very soon, Cam. And Welsh are reach on. I'm great, mate. I hope you are too, my friend. And do you think Newcastle will get a top 10 finish? But personally, no. Because there's better teams ahead of us at this moment in time. If we look at the fixtures you've got left, especially the last 5 or 6 games, it's going to be very difficult at this moment in time because I just don't know where the wins are going to come from. But I've heard people saying, oh, we won two wins in the last few games. How about look at the last 2 wins, the last 14 games? We haven't been very good, haven't we? Do you know what I mean? But the reason we're going to stay up is because there's poor teams below us at this moment in time. Fulham might just make it. I think West Brom, Sheffield United have done anyway. They were done a couple of weeks ago, to be honest with you. Yes. And Chibas said you should get Paul on one night like you do. Is yeah, you know what it is, right? I mean, I love to get Paul and me chat on things like this, but we both do a watch along. He comes and we channel on the watch along, and he's doing a good job of it. Do you know what I mean? But he's a couple of minutes ahead of us anyway. But he's been fantastic as well. So there you go. And I'm just going to go on Richard's a minute. Richard's story. Even mate, hope you well. Thanks for coming me chat, my guy. How many points do you think we'll pick up from down to the end of the season? And where do you think we'll finish? Well, look at the fixtures got left. For me, I think probably get another. If Graham Johnson gets involved in this, I think another 5 games, maybe 5, 6. I think we stay up this season, but I think we'll probably finish about 14th or 15th for me, if I'm honest with you. We're still up now because the 3 teams in relegation for so on a poor in a minute. So yeah, I'm gonna say 15th and probably another 4 or 5 more win games for me at this moment in time. And I've got Tom's Kane. I saw Julian at the airport. I think he's flying to Mars. Oh man. Tell you what, be better off flying to Grand Canyon as far as I know. But at the same time, you'd be better flying back to Rio so you can hone his footballing skills and get a tan as well because he looks a bit pale at this moment in time. And Richard, big up to me, guy. Half the squaders that Rafford had who were great but have regressed so much on the boost. Rich, I have to agree with you, mate, because some of the players at the moment are not good enough at the club. I'll get rid of half of them. The players out of contract at the end of the season aren't good enough. I'll get rid of them. You know what? I'll put Shelby on that as well because he ain't good enough for me. I mean, Emma Crap ain't good enough for me at all, you know. And I think Federico Fernandez could be on his way. I mean, unless Shaw gets a new deal, and I hope he does, he'll be on his way as well, sadly. And there's players, it's like Christian Atsu should be on his way as well, because for me, he's just hanging a bit for a free transfer, thinking, I'm chilling, man. I want that big fat sign long fee at the end of the season when you whack away on the free. And the same with Omni Savir. Not good enough players. I'm sorry, not for me. But Rich, back to your question. You are right. We have regressed on the boost. And the players aren't happy. So he should be sacked to the end of the season. There you go. And Eric, quick to the building, my guy. Eden, buddy. What was the first game I witnessed live? You know what it is? I lived in Bristol at the time, and I tried to get a season ticket. I couldn't get it. But when they opened your new stands, the Melbourne stand, and at least the game I went to in Memphis was getting inspired for City back in 2000. But I supported Newcastle before anyway, so and the atmosphere was absolutely fantastic. We won 2-1. If the member serves as week, Gary Speed and Kieran Dyer scored the goals, and Brad got one back. Remember Christian Bacedas and Dana Cardone? Remember those two? They came to Newcastle in 2000 season as well. And I thought they were going to be candy players. It just did not work out for them at all whatsoever. So it's a shame, but that's how it is. When you sign South American players, you take a chance. And Gia said, what players do you think Newcastle need to sell? And what positions can they improve on, brother? Well, there's a few I get rid of at the end of the seasons. Christian Atsu, Henri Savia, I'll get rid of them right away. I'll get rid of John Joe Shelby. I think Federico Fernandez will go. Dwight Gale's going to go. Andy Cow will go. Who else is going to go? Hopefully keep the goalkeepers, definitely. Kieran Clark's done a new deal. I'll keep him. The sales, I wouldn't lose out of sleep if we got sold them at the end of the season. I think it's gone backwards for me. Emma Crap, I'll get shot him right away. Get shot him in that way. Matt Ritchie be on his way. I'll definitely get rid of Joe Linton. If not, just give him away. And Jacob Murphy, I'll get rid of him as well. I just don't think he's good enough for this at Newcastle. And yeah, we got about 10, 11 players out of contract at the end of the season, man. And we need to get rid of them and bring in some new. Oh, add Steve Bruce to the list as well. Yeah, get him sacked as well. And get some decent, like Eddie Howell, Thomas Franklin, someone who can play football. And going back to one, I'll come to you in a minute, Cambiet, and what positions can they improve? Oh, we need to improve an FE position at the moment in time. We definitely need a right back. Definitely need 2 right backs. And we definitely need a left back cover as well, in case Dominic gets injured as well. And we definitely need 2 quality midfielders, someone with legs on and someone who can create. We ain't got that. John Joe Shelby will not create at all. So if someone came with John Joe, I'll get shot. So that's that. And Cam, again, who would your ideal squad for Newcastle this year? What would be ideal squad? If you mean this, you mean for the summer, next summer, or do you mean now? If it's now, I'd definitely play 4-3-3 at this moment in time. The squad we've got is absolutely fine. If a decent manager comes in, that'll get us top 10. But Steve Bruce ain't going to get us top 10. So for me, if that's a question, it'd be a 4-4-3, 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1. So if it's for the summer, let us know on that one, mate. I got Rich again. Federico apparently signed this extra year this week, and Shah's option of an extra year on his contract has snapped them both. Do you know what it is, Rich? I would as well, mate. I mean, Fernandez, I didn't know he signed a new deal, but the club doesn't tell you now, don't they? They only tells you like when you feel like it, you know. And I hope Fabian definitely steer if they trigger that year. I think they will trigger that year as well, if you see what I mean. But those two will be handy at this moment in time. We definitely need 2 midfielders, definitely. One with legs and one is going to create. And that's it. And got Tom Skin. Slowly is too small for word for slow Linton. Oh, man, I'll get rid of him right away. He ain't good enough. Seriously, real talk. Ain't good enough. He ain't a footballer. I'm sorry, but people say, oh, there's a player in there, man. Well, we waited 18 months for that. Probably more than that. Nearly 2 years. And, okay, people's going to say, oh, he did our eat on Saturday. But he's just not good enough for me. Sorry. And Joe Linton can go. He can go wherever he wants, because I'll tell you something, it ain't going to be here in the summer. So whoever comes in the summer, I tell you now, they're not going to, this is like rid of him straight away. But there you go. So guys, can you please stick a like to my video, and please subscribe if you are new. I've got 400 subscribers today. So absolutely made up. And yeah, just got to keep going and hit that 1,000 mark. If I can do that, that'd be absolutely amazing. And it don't have to be just Newcastle fans, it could be any fans all over the world, in America, in South America, nationwide or worldwide, as you say, you know. So yeah, so on Monday's game against Chelsea, it's going to be a tough game on Monday night against Chelsea. Like I said earlier on, can we win there? I don't think we will. I've got a couple more messages to say. I got one from Thomas, I believe. John, I was playing FIFA the day, and Liverpool want to slow Linton. How much for, Thomas? I hope just give him away. Just give the guy away on the free, man. And I've got Gunnar Rich there. Rich, how are you doing, my guy? Hope you're okay. And hello, John. Hope you're my man. Yeah, I had a good day today, man. It's just I've got 400 subscribers today, and I've been deliveries today, and because I'll do tire deliveries and that, and I got a few guys to subscribe to my channel as well, so they were chuffed to that. Thanks so much indeed. And again, you're going to need to win your games. You want to get in the top 4. Can you get to the top 4, Arsenal? I don't know, but a lot of people are not very happy with Arteta sort of thing. So I hope he picks up a few, my friend. So, and Claire said, I'm sure you reached your target, John. I believe in you, my friend. You know what it is, Claire? You can be my agent if you want, right? You know, you help us drum up the extra 600 people, sort of, you can do that sort of thing. Let's roll it, baby. So, yeah, I mean, that'd be amazing, because I do love you, Claire. I think you're an amazing person. You really are. Big Man U fan, bless you. I got Rich again. The only thing I can stick up for regards to Joe Linton that has been shot with boost. I'll be intrigued to see if a better coach will see him better, become better, as we've seen how much good players he has, or good players have we seen. To me, and I think the two of you is going to agree. Paul's going to agree with us as well. I just don't think it's for the Premier League, if I'm honest with you, Rich. Do you know what I mean? I mean, he had 18 months to show himself. Do you know what I mean? But it's a big climb down, coming down, playing for Julian Nagelsmann of Leipzig, and then coming on to Hoffenheim. That's a Hoffenheim, to Newcastle playing under Steve Bruce. That's a big climb down at this moment in time. And another thing is, Rich, he hasn't been scoring enough goals. And for me, if you say 3 goals in 55 games, it's not good enough for me. I'm sorry, but it's not good enough. So hope I'm wrong. Love to be proved wrong. There you go. I wonder if Joe Linton's going to come in my chat as well later on. And I'll tell him straight. I've got Thomas here. I'll accept it straight away. Don't worry. Sorry, Thomas. That's right. Yeah. What do you think of St. Maximan? I personally think he's a great player. Yeah, first season, absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. He's got the skills, he can dribble, and he can take on players of these. But the only thing is, with Alan, I love him, but he needs to work on that final ball, and his decision making has to be on point for me. And a lot of people have not been saying that. If he can get his decision making right and his crossing right, it'd be absolutely amazing. I got no problems with the guy. A better coach, a better manager, making go above levels like that. So not 1, not 2, but 3 levels at the top. He's got the ability, he's got it. And Rich said top 4, no, not this season. That'll be what, 4 seasons in a row you haven't made top 4? That's a big club, man. That's a big club also there, and you haven't made top 4. But I hope you do one, yeah, because your club deserves it. You got canny fans there as well, Rich. You really have. I got Rich again, regressed on the boost. Yes, all the players have regressed on the boost, to be honest. I mean, Graham Jones has come in and he sorted those guys out against Everton. It was a masterclass. A masterclass. That's not on the boost. That's on them, Mr. Jones. I got Chip Acid. Joe Linton's dogging up no shields. I tell you what, we doesn't get net then, mate. Let's be real about that. Especially when the streets are quiet because of what's going on, the pandemic. wow. Don't go on the beach, man, let me tell you, and don't get caught neither. I got a clear game. Thank you so much for your cameras, John. Would be an honour to be your agent. Yay! To tell you what, though, it should be a fantastic one. Claire, get your details later on pets, yeah? And also, John, who is more crap, Hendrick or Bentley? Oh my God. For me, that question was asked the other day. It might have been you, sort of thing, on the other show, on Paul's show the other night. Oh man. For me, I was talking, I say Bentley, to be quite honest with you, because for me, 15 games he's played for Newcastle, 0 assists, 0 goals, and there's big moment where he just keeps passing it sideways and backwards. That's him. He didn't want to be at Newcastle, to be honest with you. He's overweight as well, and he did not look fit. Oh, by the way, his club, Schalke, bottom of the table. I shouldn't be laughing at the club, because the club are a huge club, Schalke. They should never be there. No way. What's happened there, I don't know. But maybe they should have started David Wagner at the end of the season and allowed them to go. And Dave said, John, can't we do your player ratings review after the Chelsea game? Yeah, I'm doing 2 player ratings. You're one of them. And I got Samantha as well, I hope. And yeah, that'd be amazing. So I'll send you the link on that one, David. And you just click on that, my friend, and then just go from there. So there you go. So please stick a like on the video and subscribe if you're new. And keep those subscribers going north. And that is what to see. So, do you think Graham Jones is going to take over Newcastle eventually? Well, I can't see him sacking Bruce, in all honesty. Now, I just can't see him sacking him at all, because the fact is, I can see him last to the end of the season. I really do. And then review it at the end of the season. But I wouldn't be surprised if they kept him on. But if you do keep him on, he's got to start well. Because if he doesn't start well, believe you and me, the nights will be out for him. By the way, I had an email the other day saying I paid for my season ticket. And I asked if I can get a refund. She goes, it's better off just keeping it in case you like to go back. So see what happens. And I got Chip House again. When me and Jolene opened the butchers up. Well, I tell you what, like I said, I mean, if it's live butchers, not chance. You have to speak English, by the way, because I don't think he still speaks English. That's poor from him, man. And Tom said Hendrick got a few goals. Bentaleb just keep picking us. I'm not going to say the rest of that. Thank you very much indeed. But I get what you mean, Tom. So I get what you mean. I'm going to talk about Hendrick, right? I mean, don't get us wrong. What does he bring to the table? For me, I don't think he's that good. I just think he's a poor player, for me, to be honest with you. You know? He offers absolutely nothing. Nout. And for me, I just don't think he's good enough for Newcastle. I mean, for him getting sent off the other day, excuse me, for me, it's a blessing in disguise, because he was poor. I looked at that tackle again early in the game when he did it from behind, and I thought that's a red card all day long. Lucky didn't get barred. I wish it did, to be quite honest with you. Would it be down to what? 8 men? But the way he got sent off, man, he tried to disguise. He's tried to think, oh, what's the move? How are you, man? Just whack away. If you get a red card, get off that pitch as fast as you can, mate. But for me, it ain't good enough. He's signed a 4-year deal. So I don't know what to say, man. So yeah, so I mean, we've got to play on Monday night against Chelsea. I mean, it's a Monday night game. God Christ, so that's extra late night for us, I can tell you. But there you go. Just stick a like on the video, and please subscribe if you are new. If you already haven't done so, I've got quite a few watching this already, man. I've probably got about 60 people watching this already, which is great. Could be wrong, but I'll probably find out in the neat like. So if you've got any more questions and as well, please give us the questions. I'll answer the best I can. You can ask us about Bobby Robson. You can ask us about Kevin Keegan. You can ask about the entertainers. You can ask about Aussie art dealers. You can ask about the worst games you ever had been. And got one there from Thomas. John, I just realized I made a poem. Which kind of poem is that, my guy? Hope it's a good one. Just let us know on that one, man. So just any questions you want about Newcastle, and you could ask us about when Mike Ashley brought the club, and you could talk anything you want, baby, anything you want. And I got Claire. Who's your favourite player, Newcastle player of all time? There can only be one in my lifetime, and that's Alan Shearer. But there's other players I take. I can take Rob Lee, David Ginola, Lauren Robert, Shearer Gibbon. This is like the Bob Robson years for me. And you got Gary Speed. I think I mentioned Gary Speed. Nobby Solano. And for the entertainers, I mean, you got some cracking players there, man. You got Andy Cole, Peter Beasley, Les Ferdinand. I'm going to have to do me best 11. Soon, like, do me best 11. I had to need to think about that, I mean, Brian Klein was fantastic at the back as well. I mean, I tell you something, if he was here today, he'd be captain for my team. And I tell you, I'll ask this guy to lead the team. And if you come across Joe Linton, I'll tell you something now. You just get a scruff of his neck and make him work. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, you got it. And, yeah, Alan Shearer it is, Claire, for me. Because the guy's played for us for 10 years. He's breaking the all-time scoring record for the tune. And I just cannot see it ever being broken again. Will Joe Linton break it? You got to be joking, haven't you? So I try to get Clamby chat along on Sunday week if I can. But see, Chipper says Joe Linton is his favourite football man. Yeah, right. Listen, man. I can't have him, man. I can't have him, man. No chance. Listen, the sooner this guy gets out of the club in the summer, the better. Just give him away, man. Give him away. I got David again. Do I know Aspila? Oh, of course I do. Tino Aspila. Don't forget he's played for Parma, mind. He's played for Parma for what, 5 seasons, and he came to Newcastle. And we bought him for £6.7 million. I can remember when he jumped off the plane at Newcastle Airport, and he cannot believe what he saw. His eyes lit up and thinking, hang on a minute, what's the hell I'm doing here? I would have been better for Flim and Parma. But listen, he came to a sensible club at the time. But before that, when he used to play for Parma, he was an absolute baller. An absolute baller. This guy is absolutely class. And a lot of people say that he cost us the league. I didn't think he did, I didn't think he did. Because I think some of the players have bottled it, in my opinion. They just bottled it. So you can't blame Aspila. I think he's a damn good player, him. But the weird kid that really just treated him was an absolute disgrace. And he shouldn't have got sacked for that alone. So, and Claire said, great choice, John. Thank you very much indeed, Claire. And Tom says, John, I think Joe Linton and Booth are going on a honeymoon. Do you know what? Going on a honeymoon? Sacked. In the summer. Booth get a sack. Joe, just give him away. And then we can start the team again. I mean, Callum Wilson, wow. What a guy, him. He could be out for a couple of weeks for that injury. So, and as for Claire, I never forget his hat-trick against Barca. Do you know what it is, Claire? That hat-trick he did was absolutely amazing. I mean, for me, it has to be up there, the very, very best, baby. He was absolutely a baller that year. It was Aspila against Barca. Not Newcastle against Barca, Aspila against Barca. That guy was lit. He lit St. James's Park that night. Not just the stadium, the city. And this is Luke as live. Hi, how are you? Another Arsenal fan. Congratulations. Thank you very much indeed, my guy. And Andy, welcome to the chat, my guy. And I hope you're okay. And say, hello, John Willock. It's a great prospect. What do I think? Do you know what it is, right? The guy is absolutely fantastic. I mean, I thought he had a good debut. Yeah, he's done well. And I thought he did really well. But I'm not going to jump for joy after just one game. He's got to do it a couple more games first. If he does that, then I think the guy would be worth staying for another season. So I hope we keep him for another season if he does it, But he needs games, and I think the kid will do well. Guessing games. I tell you what, I'm having fun with Henrik any time of the day. Any time of the day, Andy. And John say, yes, John. Yes, John. And I hope you okay, my guy. Welcome to the chat. And just going back to Joe Willock, I mean, like I said, for me, he needs games. He's not going to get in the Arsenal team. And I just hope he makes it Newcastle. I really, really do, because it's been a good impression for this guy. And he's got legs. He's a box-to-box player that he's been lacking. And I just hope he stays in the team for a long, long time until the end of the season. So John said, you can keep one long staff. Which one would you keep? It'd be Matty all day long, because he works hard for the team. He's got energy. He runs up and down in 90 minutes. And the guy's great. I think he's a good player, him. And he does score some important goals, like the one against Man U last season. In fact, he scored twice, did he, home and away? And as for Sean Longstaff, I'm not being funny, but I think the guy's here to turn. I just don't think he's been playing well at all, because Man U and Tottenham wanted him as well. And he must be thinking, why am I here? But his head's definitely turned, and his performances has just been not good enough for me. Do you know what I mean? If I did a half-time report on this guy, I'd give him a 4 out of 10. Definitely 4 out of 10. He's been lucky you get that. So Dave said, I would play ASM up front. He can play as a striker. Not for me. Not for me, because you're taking this wing player away. So definitely not for me at this moment in time, until he starts scoring some goals and deliver a bit more. So David, not for me. I will not play him up front. If he does, he'll be a false 9. He will not be centre forward. I'll be amazing. Gosmat if he does play up front, but we'll see what happens to that. But talking about playing up front, we definitely need 2 strikers in the summer. Definitely. Because Karen Gill will be on the way. That leaves us with Joe Linton, which I would have got rid of years ago, and Callum Wilson. So we definitely need 2 strikers there. We got a big rebuilding job in the summer, you know. And I'll tell you for why, because our squad's going to be so weak. So weak. And we better not be doing things late. It's got to be early and on point, because we're desperate for players at the club. And also, if they got 12 months left on the contract and you don't sign a new one, I'll just say, look, get rid of them. You cannot allow any player to run down their contracts like Atsu has done and Safia has done. You know, we could have got £2 million each for those players from me, but they decided to play ball and get a big fat signing on fee. So yeah, I mean, I've been doing this for a couple months now, and I started last year in January. I only had about 80 subscribers at this moment, and then I went into hospital back in April for 5 days. And then I came back doing this in December, and my subs just rocking it up all the time. I need to get a phone in here. I'll try and get out in April. If I can do that, it'd be amazing. I'll start some super chats at the moment, so we'll see what happens on that. So please stick a like to my feed, and please subscribe if you are new. And the more subs I get, the more I can improve my channel. And that way, things will be fine, won't it? So there you go. So you still ask some questions about managers and, you know, former players. And why do you ask us about, like, Johan Kabay? How good was he? I thought he's a magnificent player in his time at Newcastle with the 3 years he's been with us. And, you know, I got Jabaz as well. 8-year deal for Joe Linton coming. I tell you what, if that happens, mate, if that happens, guess what? I would get this laptop and I'm just going to throw it out the window if it happens. So please don't. Please no. And John again, the club needs to invest big time, but most importantly, a takeover. If it doesn't happen, we'll be playing football in Championship in 22-23 season. I think you're right, mate. You're absolutely right. Because you're going to end up having youth players playing for the club, and they're not ready for the club yet. They're not ready for their game yet. But there you go. And Andy said, I missed the intro. Was it good? Andy, it was absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much for that, my guy. You know, absolutely brilliant. I mean, the retweets and the likes out of that video, man, was absolutely amazing. And you're a major part of that, my friend. Thanks so much for that, and to our partner as well, mind. But And I spoke to her today and said she can do some thumbnails for us as well. Do a couple. I'd like to pay them, but I hope she does it. Thanks very much. So there you go. And I still got to do this for about an hour, sort of thing. So because I got to get myself up in the morning early, about 5 o'clock in the morning. So I thought I'd stay for a little bit longer and see what happens. I miss, but it should be canny one. What's happened here? Oh, you got that. So we've got some games coming up soon. We've got to play Chelsea on Monday. They've got to play Man United 6 days later. Then we've got Wolves are home. That's it. Wolves are home. And then West Brom away, I think it is. Tough games. Tough games. And I hope you get some fun games on it. And Anne said, you're welcome, mate. She will be in touch. I hope so. She will do. And I'm looking forward to that, my friend. So just tell us the price and I'll just get it done because I need to update it now, and it should be great. I've done to be fun. So yeah, someone's trying to get into me chat as well, and I just there he is. That's Sam there. I got my guy Sam. He says he wants to come on me chat as well. So if any of you guys want to come on me chat one day, right? If you want to come on live with us, just let us know, and I will get you on at some stage. Talk about all things Newcastle in depth, and that'd be fantastic. And I got Chip as well. No points out at Chelsea or Man U. Fear not. But we have to play 4-3-3. We must play 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1, and if we do that, we'll be absolutely fine. I don't want to see 5-4-1 ever again. Not at Newcastle. Not 5-4-1, please. Otherwise, you're going to get stuck. And I'm getting people on tweets saying to us that Anderson should be starting as well. I don't think he should yet. I don't think he should be playing yet first yet. He needs to play more games in the under-23s for me. And if he does that, then maybe at the end of the season, he might get a couple of games. I don't want his kid's career to be ruined at this moment in time. But he'll come good, this kid. And I'll be doing a lot of content as well. I'll be doing the daily transfer update in the summer. And we see he's okay. And it says, unknown, if you sit back against United, you might get a result. Without Pogba, United are not very creative. The problem is, though, mate, we just can't beat you at Old Trafford. We can't beat United at Old Trafford at all. When's the last time we beat them? Was that when Kabay scored that goal? I think he did, But since then, we haven't won there. The closest we've been to with his 2-up against Man U under Rafa Benitez, and we lost by 3-2. But since then, we got battered by 4-1 last season. So, but the way United are playing at the moment, they're playing really, really well. And Dave said, can I join you tonight, please, John? Well, David, you could have told us earlier on, but I'll be finishing at 9 o'clock. So you should have let us know. I did put a shout out for it, and you could have done it. So I'll probably have to send you the link at this moment in time. I remember that we were quite lucky that time. Yeah, I mean 2-up, could have been 4-up at half time, and then again, Pogba came on and changed the game for them, not for us, for them. So yeah. And Chibas said 2013, I think, John, we last on it. Yeah, that's when. Is that when Kabay scored that goal? I think he did, Yeah, he did. He scored. It's definitely Kabay. We had the so-called Cisse as well, and very all good players as well at the time. So yeah, it's definitely Kabay scored a goal there. And he buggered off to PSG, didn't he? And Claire said, you said us again, John. One of us. You know what it is, right? Claire, she's definitely my guy. She's definitely my girl. I'm telling you, man. I mean, she keeps on saying that she's going to try to get us on red, but She's trying, but I do love her, man. And unknown, do you like True Geordie? Do you know what it is, right? I don't mind his content, you know. I mean, he tells it straight, you know, and the way he talks sort of is absolutely brilliant, man, you know. I mean, the way he cusses out on Boost, that's what I love, man. He cusses Boost out a lot, you know. But listen, I think he's a good guy, and I don't know the guy, but I watch his content, and he's just absolutely brilliant. He really is. Swears a lot though, but hey, there you go. But there's a few contents I like as well for Newcastle. Newcastle Fans TV is great. Steve Wraith is great. Kendall, she's absolutely amazing. And yeah, brilliant. So, do I support England? If so, you rate the manager. Listen, I know people's going to say that and they're not bothered about England anymore. But listen, I don't mind watching England, you know. England's going to be blood, you know what I mean? Look, I think I'm not that bothered about internationals these days. But in tournament football, I take a keen on this. Definitely take a keen on that, you know. But listen, at the end of the day, I don't rate Southgate, to be honest with you. I really don't. But who's out there to take his place? I can't think of anyone else going to take his place, you know. Eddie Howe, maybe. But there are some good managers out there, but maybe they're not ready to take on that one yet. But managing your company is absolutely amazing. But yes, I do support England. I get behind England. When it comes to tournament football, especially when the Euros comes around, I'll definitely be watching that, my friend. So yeah. So I think for me, do you think Booster gets sacked at the end of the season? Do you think Graham Jules going to take over? Just ask us any more questions you want, baby. I've got another 18 minutes to go before I wrap this up because I've got to be at work in the morning at 6 o'clock. So just got one here. The World Cup run was Aries, but I don't think he utilised the good players he now has. The thing is, though, I mean, he did play 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1 for the World Cup. And for me, I just think he lacked a bit of class when he got to the later rounds. When it comes to tactics, or when it comes to like changing things up, I don't think he's very good at that. Southgate, I just don't think he's good at all. You know what I mean? But you used to play attacking football because you got the players to attack. Excuse me. But the problem is with Southgate, it's just so boring at times. You know what I mean? Just like playing boring football of late, and I'm just not enjoying it at all. But what he done to get us to the semi-finals is absolutely amazing. But he just didn't had the cutting edge guard away from us. You know what I mean? Did like that tactical nous up there. I just don't think for me. I just don't think he's good enough for England. And Southgate is a big nose GIT. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. But I just don't think he's going to get sacked. But if he do crap in Euros, then questions easily asked of him. But again, who's going to take over England? I just don't know. But we've got the players there. He loves young players. But you realize Harry Kane. But there's some players out there who can do it as well. I mean, that guy from Leeds I quite like as well. What's his name? Is it Callum? Oh, I can't remember. Is it Phillips? Someone will come back to us, you know what I mean? The one who plays in the holding role for Leeds. But I know what you mean. But I think he's a canny player, him. And he's going to use Patrick Bamford as well. He would have been better off using Callum Wilson. Like I said, you're not touching a Newcastle player, but there you go. Got unknown again, 100%. There is nothing much between us and Croatia. Their subs changed the game, and ours didn't. I still know about that. I mean, when he scored that goal, it would have been absolute. We should have won that game, but we just defended so deep, and just didn't carry on playing. And that's why, in fact, Croatia to come at us, and that's exactly what they've done. But at the end of the day, we lost the game. Simple as that. Not just lost the semi-finals, lost the first place playoff and ours. So thanks to that was Calvin Phillips. That's what I wanted. Yeah, he's a fantastic player, him. I think in future years he'll play for England, but he's at a canny club in Leeds and they rate him so highly there at this moment in time. And there you go. But what can you do? And I do like him. Good player. So back to not my guy, but Steve Bruce. Will he play a 4-3-3 on Monday? Will he play a 4-2-3-1? Or will he revert back to a 5-4-1? Let us know. Leave the comments in the sections down below. And don't say I went to the World Cup. It was great crack. It was fantastic. I thought it was a good tournament in 2018 in Russia, sort of thing. But at the end of the day, I thought the best team won for France. If you look at the French team, they got talent all over the world, all over the pitch. Class. You got players like Pogba, Griezmann, Varane. Oh my God, you got some great players there. When he's fit, you got Dembele. When he's fit, you got, I mentioned Griezmann as well, didn't I? So they have got some cracking players, the French has. My God, brilliant. And I really like that. So Maximin, I think he's quality. Again, what I said earlier on, his final ball needs to be worked at. However, if he does that, if I'm under a new manager, whatever, maybe canny. I've got Steve here. I hope you're okay, Steve. Foden, Sterling, Grealish, Keane should have our best front four for England for years. Just needs to put them on the pitch together, or a better manager as well. But you mentioned Grealish there. For me, this guy is the player of the season for me. No question. No, I mean, he's not as good as De Bruyne, but I tell you something from me. I think he's the player of the season for Jack Grealish. The guy is absolutely lit. Absolutely sick. And I think he's a class act. I mean, he took us apart against Newcastle, mind. I'm telling you. He did. Couldn't call with him. And France are brilliant. They are. And that's why they're going to be furious to win the World Cup again, Euros again this year. Hope I'm wrong. We got a chance as well, mind. But I think French will win it again. I really do. When it comes to tournament football, when it really matters, they step up to the plate. And goes, when you look at the depths of a young player of other nations, England young crop is looking better than the rest. Hopefully, we take advantage. I hope you're right. I hope we go all the way. But if we take on, like I said, the French, we're going to get beat anyway. And also, shame no fans, though, in it. You're right. We need the fans back. But if people start to listen, I don't want to make this a COVID program, but if the people start listening, stay at home, then the cases will drop right down, my friend. But until then, it's going to get worse. Open the schools, open the college and that sort of thing, and I can guarantee you, it's going to get worse. There you go. I got Tom says, John, do you think some players, they don't play for the country that plays for us right now, should get a call-up? Example, ASM Darlow. I don't think ASM will get called up because they've got better players than the French team. And as for Darlow, I don't think you get an England squad because Gareth Southgate will not pick anyone for Newcastle. It's as simple as that. And I hate to say this, but it'd be fantastic if they play for the countries. And I see what you mean, Thomas. I see what you mean on your question there, but I think, like I said, they deserve it. They deserve a call-up. They both deserve a call-up, but I just don't think they're going to get into their countries as yet. ASM maybes if you play for a different club with ambition. And Darlow, I don't know if you ever get it. Stop. The goalie spot is up for grabs. That midget is awful, a.k.a. Pickford. For me, I think Nick Pope, for me, is a class keeper. Nick Pope's a class keeper, and I think he'd be there before Darlow, I'm afraid to say. But the goalkeeper's dead. I'll drop Pickford. I just don't think he's good enough for me. I really don't. Sorry, Everton fans. I just don't think he's good enough. Sorry, he's not. That's me. He still makes mistakes. And that's Jordan Pickford all over, isn't it? It's not because he played for Sunderland. I just don't think he's good enough. There you go. And I know Harry Kane's going to play. Definitely. But it'd be interesting to see who he picks. I think Grealish should definitely stay. I think he'll start. He'll definitely go on a plane. Grealish. Foden definitely play as well. Because I do like Phil Foden. I think the guy's going to be world class in. World class. He's an absolute baller. He's only 20-year-old. And Pepper's used him right. He's placed at the right time, and we destroy Liverpool. Oh my God. That guy deserves an absolute World Cup medal. He plays for England, I'm telling you. I know again, if they send get more goals and assists, he might get more international respect. Yeah, could be. But like I said, I think it has to go to a different club for that. It will not be at Newcastle United. Nick Porpusari, but his feet aren't great. Well, he's a big lad. He's 6'7", isn't he? Sort of thing. Great shot stopper and that sort of thing. But you're right, his feet ain't the best. I must admit that. Remember, Southgate sub Pope at half time. He don't rate him. Well, if he doesn't rate him, why is he picking him then? I just don't get it. I really don't get it, man. But again, Gareth Southgate has made some dross and he's made some gaffes and on his selections as well at times, you know. Again, that's Gareth all over, yes. There you go. Just see what's on the Twitter front as well, because some people try to get on me chat, and unfortunately, they can't get on. Go on Twitter, but they can't go on me chat. But there you go. I got Sam getting see like the comments on Twitter, and Georgia, they're working on getting all these thumbnails and videos and that. She goes, "Thank you, just trying to help him get subscribers." Do you know what it is, Georgia? Thank you very much indeed for that. I'm still drooling. And yeah, we're talking about Newcastle. We talk about England. You know, we talk about former players in Newcastle, which is great. So, and can you please stick a like to my video and please subscribe if you are new. Got 400 subscribers at this moment in time. And let's hope my subscribers keep moving northwards. So, God, like I say, what do you think the prediction is going to be on Monday against Newcastle? Love to know your scores for that one. I got watched as well. It's polarized on Tamani. I believe Paul's going to have a show Tamani about 8 o'clock. I think he's got PD Padlock on there as well. And even once in fact it's on, he knows where to come to. So I might have a listen to it as well because they got good content. Paul, he's doing it live as well, which is great. So, and check out his new background as well. It's absolutely lit, absolutely amazing. So I'll be doing my press conference reaction on Friday night, 7 o'clock with Holly Blades. Check us out for that. Excuse me. She's only 16, but I tell you something, she is absolutely amazing. She's going to work for Sky Sports in the next 10 years. I can guarantee you that. And Rose said, great laugh. And Claire said, what do the things supposed to be on Monday? Well, Claire, it depends on the system you're going to play. If he plays a 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1, I think we're still going to get beat. I think to get beat by 2 goals to none, 4-6 because the way Chelsea are playing in a minute, under Tuchel, I think he's got them straight. He's got them sorted out. He plays 3 at the back, 4 across the midfield, 3 up front, and Verde's not on fire at the moment in time. I mean, he's getting a lot of stick from the Chelsea thanks he's not scoring enough. Havertz as well. He's just not doing it. I think the back 3 can be caught at because I don't think that back 3 is that good. I mean, Thiago Silva was fantastic. And I still think he's a fantastic player at 36, but we need to have pace in our team to take them on. Because you're going to play 5-4-1, we're not going to win that game. If you're going to play 3 up front, I don't think Cam's going to play. Dwight to have to start with Frieza and Miggy or ASM. 3 out of those 4 will do for me. We have to see what happens. So, yeah, 2-0 for Chelsea, I'm afraid. And Chelsea have new manager bounce. I think they get a win. I have to agree there. 2-0 to Chelsea, I'm afraid. I just hope we put up a fight and not go there as a winner. So, I'm going to give another 5 more minutes before I wrap it up very, very quickly. And what's your Twitter, lad? If you go to John_NUFC42, I'm glad you mentioned that. Yeah, go to John_NUFC42 or just type in John Sinclair and that'll come up. So that's my Twitter account there. As you can see, scrolling along down the bottom. Go into that, my friend, and just get us followed. And well, so let's attack Chelsea. It'd be nice. The thing is, though, if we play 4-3-3 and take them on, we probably get slaughtered because you haven't got a player to do it. But I just hope that we just give a good account of ourselves, have a right goal, and then maybe, just maybe, we're still going to get beat. But as long as we put on the show, we'll be absolutely fine. So let's attack Chelsea. I hope you are right. So I'm still going to wrap this up real quick in the next couple of minutes there. So I'm just going to say, I'm going to come on tomorrow to do my match preview against Chelsea. Or could be a Friday because Thursday a little bit too early for that. And then at 7 o'clock, I should do the press conference reaction with Holly Blades. And keep your eyes peeled for that. And please follow Holly Blades 05. She's absolutely amazing. And then I'm going to do a live match watch along on Monday night against Chelsea. I'll be on here 7:15 and do the team lineups from both teams, see what Steve Bruce has to say, and let's hope that we just give it a good account of ourselves. So I'm going to win it, but just give it a right go. Team session is going to be absolutely key for that game. I got Claire there. My mum reckons you should do an audio book in your voice so smooth. Too broad? Wow. I tell you what, get your mum on a chat as well, Claire. I'd love to talk to your mum as well, mind, get on a chat sometime, Is she a Man United fan as well? Let's hope so, man. You got someone and goes, just drop on a follow me. Thank you very much indeed, my guy, and I'll get you followed back as well. So yeah, so I'm gonna wrap this up now, because I've been finishing an hour as well. So it's been fantastic, guys, joining us here. Please follow us on Twitter, Johnson Nufc32, and go on Facebook as well under John Sinclair. Give us a friends request. I'll get you followed as well on that. I'm gonna march on the 500 subs now, and yeah, it's been fantastic again. Thanks for joining us again. And I'll be back either tomorrow and Friday. And Claire's just said, get her to come on chat soon. She's a United fan because of you. Do you know what it is? You tell your mum, I'm disappointed, but tell her that I love her as well. As much as you, Claire. But, hey, nah, you got a lovely mum there, Claire. You just look after her, man, because she's wonderful, I'm sure. And then also, have a good night, James, says you, mate. And I'm going to wrap it up now and close on another couple more minutes there. So, tour's going to happen next. So, please smash your likes. Please subscribe if you're new. And I'm going to get myself away. And you guys just do what you have to do. And I should speak to you guys tomorrow or Friday. So check us out. I'll just send a link to Twitter. We're going to be on live. And until then, got Claire again. Clary, have a fun night, John. Great streams as always. Claire, it's people like you that makes us. And please keep coming back because you are amazing as well. Absolutely amazing. But thanks again, Davey. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow, Friday. Until then, have a great evening. Until then, see you later.